and I'm currently in Zambrano, not at language school. So why am I not at language school? Well, that's a great question. When I started language school, it was incredibly tough. 4 hours a day, living with a Honduran family. I had to get a wedding edit done. Some other things behind the scenes, like planning my wedding, and so many other things. And so when I started language school, it was very intense. Especially that first week, like I said, it's going to be one of the hardest things that I do in my life. And I don't think I was prepared for it. I didn't have the rest that I needed going into it. And so I took a break. I took a week off, and I asked Mark before I did that, and I was like, hey, Mark, what do you suggest I do? And so he was like, hey, I think you should take a week off, get the wedding edit done, finalized, and just rest. And so I was like, great, I'll do that. Why am I in Zambrano then? Friday morning, I was supposed to come here for Daniela's birthday, and I was going to spend the weekend here and then go back to school. Well, I get a call from Ed and Val, and Ed's mom is very close to passing away. And so, without hesitation, I said, what can I do? And so they said, hey, could you stay with Val if Ed decides to go? Now, why should I stay with Val? Well, Val just had extensive colon surgery, and they took about a foot out of her colon. So it's kind of hard decisions to make it. If you're Ed, it's like, do I stay with my wife or do I go see my mom before she dies? And so I said, yeah, I'm coming. So texted Mark. I was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to come and next week. And I'm trying to figure out when I'm exactly leaving though, because do I leave when Ed comes back? Do I leave after Ed come back? Do I leave before Ed comes back? So part of my job here is just to kind of be Ed here. Make sure the grounds are okay, make sure Val, Stephanie, and Shay are all right, and just fix things that need to be repaired. So I'm really, really thankful and excited for that opportunity. So another thing that that happened when I came here is my motorcycle that I've been driving to and from, Ed and Val's dogs, they chewed it up to bits. So the LED light got torn off, shifter got chewed up, blinkers got chewed up, passenger foot pegs. The rear brake line was completely destroyed, cut in half, and so I didn't have a rear brake line, and the rubber gasket that holds the brake so it doesn't vibrate was chewed off. So I've proceeded to fix the LED lights and fix some of the other stuff, and today I was supposed to go, on February 6th, I was supposed to go to Comagua to get the bike repaired. Another missionary, his name is Chris, he drove his truck down and picked me up with the motorcycle, and we drove it to the shop, and they were like, great, we can repair it. But the part's in San Pedro Sula, so it's going to be another day or two before we can get the part. So I had to have him drive me back here, which is really disappointing because I really, really wanted the bike to be fixed, because I've been driving it around without a rear brake for some time. Hi! Here's one of the culprits. Hi! No, don't eat my camera. Don't eat my camera. No. No, you don't eat my camera either. No. Anyway, I think the thing that God is teaching me right now is that you need to be open and available for what He's calling you to do. And oftentimes what you think you should be doing is not always exactly what He thinks you should be doing. And I felt very much at peace about coming here and supporting Ed. And me coming was one of the decisions that allowed Ed to make the choice to go be with his family. And sadly, his mom passed away before he could make it to see her one last time. But Ed is kind of like that support role in his family, and so just to enable him to be there is substantial. And so I'm so blessed to be able to do that. So what does it look like going forward? I mean, my time at the school is now shorter and shorter. At some level, I'm saddened by that. But at the same time, I know God is using this time to give me a little bit of a break to just help out in other ways that I didn't think I was going to be doing, and to just love on some people really well. So it's worth it. And so I think the next step is going to be just praying about how can I do this well? How can I finish off this time in Zambrano really well and prepare myself for language school in a way that I didn't do before? And also, how can I succeed at putting the Lord first in the midst of the struggles, in the midst of the motorcycle breaking, in the midst of just things not going according to plan, how I think it should happen. And so when challenges arise, what does that look like? How can I best go about doing those? And what does it look like to actually continue to put God first in the midst of all of that? And so I want to do this well. And I'm not always doing that. And so I think big challenge, big picture, put the Lord first. Help people as much as I can here in Zambrano while my time is needed, and to prepare for language school. And so those are some things that you can be thinking about. So some prayer requests might be that the rest of February I can get the bike repaired, that I can be faithful in what I'm doing here in Zambrano, being able to help repair different things around the house, being able to do yard work, being able to help out with the dogs and fix things that are breaking, and just give Ed that confidence that, hey, Andrew's there and he can fix things or do things that I would normally do. And so that would be one of them. The other thing would probably be that I can choose to continue to pursue language here in Zambrano, and then as I transition back to the school, that transition would go smoothly, that I would be prepared and equipped to challenge myself and grow, and that I can just push forward on this adventure, because this adventure is not easy. And though there's been a lot of really beautiful things, there's been a lot of really hard things as well. And so I would just ask that if you would be willing to pray for me on this next step, that would be wonderful. For all of you who are supporting me and praying for me, I just thank you so much for your dedication, because like I said, this has not been easy, and I'm learning and growing and working and transitioning, and there's a lot of aspects to what's going on that are challenging. And so just your prayers are appreciated. Keep on praying, because it's a battle. It's a fight. And I think the biggest prayer request would be that I can just do life well here in Zambrano while I'm here. That I can choose to live life to the fullest and not just get sucked in to, oh, this isn't really what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes, it is. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. And I'm 100% confident of that. I have no doubt in my mind. And so for me, it's like, Lord, help me to put you first. Help me to put you first in this time in Zambrano. Help me to put you first in school, because it's so easy to get distracted. And so that's part of the challenge, part of the growth, to continue on this adventure, to continue to going forth and being bold, and to making yourself uncomfortable to where you can grow and learn. And so I just want to be able to do that. And I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you who have invested in me to further the kingdom in ways that people don't normally do it, through video and photos. And I'm on this adventure. I'm starting the language school. I'm doing what I feel like the Lord's leading me to, and I'm just so thankful that you're a part of this adventure. So here's to the next adventure, on whatever that looks like, and I'm hoping to keep you guys updated more regularly now that I'm in more of like a system of doing this. And let me know if there's any questions that you have for me. I'd love to answer them. And don't forget to reach out and just contact me and let me know that you're praying for me, because sometimes it's so easy to forget that there are so many people who are praying each and every day. And so appreciate you guys. Hope you're doing well. And that's it from Honduras on this gorgeous night. You know what I should do? I should fly my drone. So let's fly the drone. Take care, guys. Bye.